Lighting styles are defined by the direction of the source light and the position of the subject's head to that light. This source light is usually called the key or main light, and I prefer to call it the key because it's the key to the entire lighting scenario. It indicates the aperture the camera will be set to, and any additional lights are powered up or down against it. Digital photography has not changed the classic lighting styles because the 6 styles are based on the position of the key light to the subject's face. What has changed is the degree of control we now have over the equipment. You know that flash meters have been digital for years and able to read intensive stops. That really didn't do us a whole lot of good when lenses would click stop at half-stop intervals. But now that we can set our cameras to expose at 1/3 stop intervals, the exposures are much more precise. So each digital tool adds a layer of control. You test and calibrate your meter to your camera for exposure accuracy. That's one layer. Custom white balance to your source light for layer 2. Layer 3 is a calibrated and profiled monitor. And when you shoot tethered to your calibrated monitor, layer 4, you'll see each frame almost immediately, and you'll be as close to the what you see is what you get dream as you possibly can be. When the subject is turned away from camera, from about 1/3 all the way to full profile, and lit from the non-camera side, we call that light short. It's very dramatic light by itself, but the drama can be regulated by the amount of fill in the shadows, anything from an almost total silhouette to a very mild key over fill ratio. Although the angle may not be as severe as with short light, when the subject is turned away from the camera but lit to illuminate the camera side, the position is called broad light because the light spreads so broadly across the face. Broad light can originate in front of or to the side of the subject. Position the key to either side of the camera so that the shadow from the nose follows the line of the cheekbone without intruding more than just a little bit onto the cheekbone, and the light is called loop. Make sure it travels in a short curve on the bottom of the cheek, and also check that the undersides of both eyebrows are not unduly shadowed. Loop light is probably the most popular portrait light ever. It doesn't matter if your subject is facing the camera or looking away. It's the direction and length of the shadow that determines the look of loop light. When the shadow from the nose is allowed to merge with the shadow on the unlit side of the face, the result is called closed loop. Closed loop light is beautiful and evocative. The merged shadow reveals a triangle of light from the eye to the bottom of the cheek, and the contours of the face are beautifully modeled. Yet it's not for everyone. The closed loop scenario doesn't work with people with high cheekbones because they may need the light placed too high to adequately create the correct shadow pattern. Folks with flat cheeks may show a nose shadow that is too wide because it has to spread quite a bit before it connects with the other side. When we raise the closed loop light higher than usual and deliberately shadow the undersides of the eyebrows, nose, and chin, we create what's known as Rembrandt light. Legend has it that the famous Dutch painter worked with the only natural light in his studio, that which fell from a small skylight in his ceiling. A quick look at his paintings will confirm the look, if not the legend. Rembrandt light is strong, moody, and dark, and is used more often on men than women, although it would work for either sex should you wish to portray your subject as thoughtful or brooding. Perhaps the most beautiful light for women. A butterfly key is placed directly over the camera, so the spread of light is symmetrical on the face. Butterfly gets its name from the shape of the nose shadow, which resembles a butterfly in flight. But it's also known as Dietrich light because actress Marlene Dietrich insisted on being lit with it, and Paramount light after the studio that Dietrich worked for. A butterfly key will produce terrific images whether placed high or low to the camera.